Welcome back once again to Dadnarok. This is Sean.
And this is Chris.
And we were both doing the same thing.
We're we like our opening so much because we're just rocking along with
Yeah,
it.
that intro, y'all see the intro, but we hear the intro too as we're waiting to come in live, and that happens to us a lot. The Dadnarok Reacts one used to be a good one too.
Oh
Bum, bum,
yeah.
ba-dum,
We
bum,
haven't
bum.
did a Dadnarok reacts in a long time.
I know, I miss it. We should do
Well,
that
there's
more.
been nothing in the theater to react to.
I know, like trailers aren't as big of a deal as they used to be, I think.
Well, I mean, we need to have a movie to have a trailer for.
That's true.
That's kind of the thing. But who are we? What are we?
We are Dadnarok. I'm Sean. That's Chris. This dude came up to me when I was 10 years old, back in 5th grade. He was like, "You look pretty pathetic sitting on the curb there. Do you want to do a podcast 25 years from now?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Sure, bet. Let's
Oh,
go."
it's like, hold on, what's a podcast? It's
And
something you
here we
record
are.
on your talk boy.
Your talk boy, which was in fashion at the time back in 1993. And we're here now. We're very much older, and we have less hair and a lot more weight.
I was gonna say, yeah, a little more round.
And now we talk about we talk about our families, we talk about pop culture stuff, movies, TV shows. Right now, we are covering The Last Frontier. It's a show on Apple TV, not Apple TV Plus,
Yep.
Apple TV.
Just Apple TV, period.
We got an email from some marketing company, what, Friday night, asking us very politely to remove the plus symbol from the Apple TV logo, which I went ahead and did. You won't
Yep.
see a plus anywhere here.
But the funny thing is, I don't think they've got their own memo.
I know, right? Their own emails, their own like even when I pull up the app, I still see Apple TV Plus everywhere on the app. So
I think that's going to change here in a few days. I think they're just trying to get ahead of all of us, yeah, morons out here covering, Apple TV
yeah,
Plus stuff.
but yeah, make sure the YouTube channel that gets 200 views is
Yeah, right. Us
compliant.
nobodies.
It's wild.
They come after us. Come on. That reason I'm
Anyway,
calling it Plus from here on out.
yeah, that's no more pluses about, especially about this show. No more positive things to say. All minuses from here on out.
So let's talk about this show. Um, you just watched it. Am I right with that?
This evening, yes, I did.
I watched it Saturday evening, I think it was, or Sunday, or well, yeah, a few days ago. You're fresh with it. What was your thought? What are your thoughts?
It really kind of lumbered on until maybe the last 10 minutes or so, and then I was kind of like, okay, um, I'm just I'm not feeling any better about the separate. It feels too much like we have separate shows here. Like we have a spy show and convict escaping a small town show. Like they just feel like two very separate shows that are kind of like smushed together, and it just feels weird.
I'll be honest, I struggled not to shut it off like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I was literally I pushed through because I knew we were going to talk about it, but I was like, they left all the holes. I mean, they didn't explain, and they're not going to explain how homie lived that 100-foot drop into the trees.
Not only survived it, but is like walking around totally
Mm,
unscathed.
Yep, not a bump on him.
Like
Uh,
he's he's a mutant or something, and he just did a superhero landing.
yeah, right. Then there's the all of a sudden the psychiatrist for Frank's wife is an ex-boyfriend. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so like I judge shows by how many times I want to pick up my phone. My phone was in my hand the entire hour. Like I didn't
Yeah,
put my phone down once. And I mean, the one bright spot in this episode
right.
gave us what we thought they were selling us. And it was with those two women and how they were in the town. They were trying to get out. The older woman, like a black widow type situation where she had all
Right.
this money and we find out that was actually the flip side where the innocent one that was only was it a identity theft or something like that, she had 14 months to do. She was actually the dangerous one because she was using her to get to the money that she found out that she had.
That's something. So once I realized that we were going to be sticking with these two convicts or these two inmates for the show or a majority of this episode, it made me feel I felt weird ways about it because, like, on one hand, you're right. It's like this is the show that I envisioned. That maybe like each episode we would spend time with a few of these different convicts and learn who they were and maybe wrap up their story by the end of the episode, maybe not. um, See how dangerous they are versus if they're just like, like the blonde lady was just like
Mm.
a con artist kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Not really a murderer, but like somebody that was not willing to go that far, but somebody who's dangerous as far as just like,
Oh, she
identity
was
theft.
smart too because she got
Yeah,
that immunity and everything, and then she spilled some of the beans to the
right.
very end because she wasn't going to give it all. And then when she's walking out, she gives the rest of the information, knowing she already got what she wanted.
I felt weird about it though because it's like, well, what this show has an identity crisis because it's like for the last 3 episodes, it's been primarily this spy drama, right? It kinda steered away from being the story of this, marshal and his family and surviving and this town surviving into this spy novel kinda thing, right?
Hmm.
And then and then this episode focuses so heavily back to the convicts, and it's just like, I have whiplash just being like, "What are you? What kinda
Yeah.
show is this where I don't know what I'm gonna get episode to episode?" Like, is this gonna be an episode where I get flashbacks to, foreign cities and, um, the 2 characters who
Havelock
Havelock
and
and
Sydney.
Sydney, have that was seeing them romance each other, or am I gonna see, like I don't know, it's just you don't know what you're gonna get, and it's this ongoing, continuing story, but even the ongoing story isn't really interesting enough to, like, keep me invested and, like, "Okay, I can't wait for next episode." This
Hmm.
is definitely a show the show's good if by the end of the episode, you're like, "Oh, damn it." Like, "Damn it, the episode's over. I need to see what happens. I can't wait till next week." This show is not that.
No.
This show I turn on, and by the end of the episode, I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, and that's never really a good thing. I mean, and
No.
we got another instance of, the kids up in the cabin with that convict up there. So we have another convict out there kind of doing or achieving what we thought we were getting, but it's like, how dumb are these kids?
Right.
I mean, it's even you gotta have to suspend belief for a lot of these shows anyway. But how much do we have to suspend for two high schoolers to actually be in this situation and not be able to figure something out?
Well, me, it's less about the kids and more about their 2 parents. Well, I guess 4 parents technically, right? You've got 2 sets of parents that are like we've had a couple of different daytime,
We haven't
nighttime
even
shifts.
seen the girl's parents at all.
Right, so it's
So
like,
we're
what are
t
we, like,
w d
3 or 4 days into this whole thing, and,
Yeah.
like, they still don't know where their son is? Like, I'm sorry. You're dad, I'm a
Mhm.
dad. Getting my kid and knowing my kid is safe is priority number 1.
Yep.
Even if I was the marshal over this town or a nurse that's helping the hospital and I'm a very important person with a very important job, finding my kid, it takes precedence over everything.
Yeah.
And the fact that it just kinda pops up here and there and every now and then,
Oh,
you
so and
get
so is going to get him, or we'll hear
yeah,
from
and
him
how
eventually,
how
or
Frank just like, "Oh, don't worry, that sheriff's bringing him down," even though I haven't talked to him in about a day and a half, but, everything's
yeah.
fine. Like, what? It's so weird.
Yeah, there's too much to suspend. There's too much, too many things to like, okay, I guess I can get past that, or I can get past that. Now you have that this basically this armed militia going through, the forest looking for this guy,
Right.
and he sneaks up behind somebody, beats them, takes their clothes to blend in
Without
with
anybody
the
else
rest.
seeing.
Yeah, without anyone else seeing or hearing anything. And then somehow he snags some guy's keys and sits down next to the fire. I just I
It's just
don't.
all very, like, convenient,
Yeah,
convenient. And in
they're
fact,
asking a
actually,
lot of the viewers.
I was so it's like one of those things, like, once you're annoyed with a show, you just pick it apart. Like, you find all the things that bug you about the show afterwards. If you are with it and in it and enjoying a show, then you tend to either be blind or ignore a lot of the
Mhm.
inconsistencies that may present itself. But because I'm kinda checked out, I'm just seeing everyone, and I actually was taking notes about everything that was bugging me, and within the first 5 minutes I was bugged because these 2 women, the 2 convicts, one got caught in a bear trap, right? Can you hear me?
There we go. You cut out. You're back.
One of the convicts got caught in a bear trap, right? And she sends the other one to go get help.
Mhm.
And she finds help, a lady in a cab, and they bring her back. And the one they got guns pointed at each other. Do you see the shot where the one that was caught in a bear trap with her ass on the ground somehow had a rock in her hand and then reached the back of the head of the one lady who was standing up at the time?
Yeah.
Now, I don't see how you could physically do that without a jump cut where it cuts to the back of the woman's head and you see the hand hit the back of the head. They had to do that because that's physically not possible if your ass is sitting on the ground.
Well, that and your leg has been in a bear trap.
Right. Yeah.
So,
So that was the first thing I was like, "What? How'd that happen? Oh, that's convenient editing." Like, okay. And then, oh, and how she like kills the lady. Now, granted, the lady did have a head injury, but I'm sorry if you're getting your head wrapped in Saran wrap, here's what you got to do.
you're popping a hole right in their mouth.
It's freaking Saran wrap. It barely stays on your pizza in the refrigerator. Like, I I think you can poke a hole through. Like, that was like, okay, that's wild. I guess she's got a head injury, so maybe she's just doesn't know to poke a hole through the plastic. And that was the first 5 minutes where I was just
Yeah,
like
that was
scratching,
quick.
like just shaking my head, like this is just a bad show. Like this is just like a poorly thought out show.
And that's weird for Apple too. It's
Yeah.
like they have such a track record with their stuff, and it just this one here, boy, this one here is rough.
Here's some I'm just gonna go through these. So it's
Go through 'em.
like
I wanna see if we kinda have the same issues.
okay, when I realized that like the one lady killed the lady at her house or whatever, and I'm just like it got me frustrated because it's like, oh, so I guess these are just all murderers. Like, these are all inmates that just deserve a bullet to the head, basically, where they're just gonna be fodder. They're not gonna be interesting. They're just gonna be these people that are dangerous. It might as well be like a plane full of zombies that we need to take care of. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's not interesting to me. Like, if they're just all these psychopathic killers, which we do learn a little bit later that these 2 specifically were a little bit different, but still, like, I got frustrated with that. Um, oh, how about just the fact that I'm like, yeah, I even notated here, like, okay, so now this episode, we're going to focus on a couple of these inmates, even though
Mhm.
I had assumed they were all caught. Like, for some reason, I thought maybe like last episode, especially when they got like Johnny Knoxville and his crew, that I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, maybe they wrapped this all up because they seem to not be hunting for these guys anymore. And yet here's 2 more of them. Let's see. Oh, and then I said, "Oh, yeah, I guess I'll get Luke." That's when, the wife was like, "I'm gonna go." Oh, she was having that meeting with the psychiatrist,
Yeah, to clear her for work.
and she was like, "Sign that paper so I can get back to work." And they're like, "Well, we're not gonna sign that until we clear you." And then they're arguing back and forth until finally she's just like, "Oh, you know what? I just remembered I have a son. I don't have to work. I'll go find my son instead."
Yeah.
Just like, how
Then she's like, "Oh,
stupid.
I don't have my keys." Or they don't even really address the keys. She's got the keys. It's got some
Yeah,
type of, like, disco ball on it. I'm guessing
right,
the keys to her vehicle aren't actually even there. So they don't
right.
even truly address that. I mean, it's something we gotta I guess we gotta put together ourselves, and then the psychiatrist gives her a ride? Uh,
Right, which is unethical, right?
yeah. But I guess they used to sleep together at one point, I'm
Right, when
assuming?
they were teenagers, so I guess it's
Yeah.
cool.
I guess it's
Okay.
alright, yeah. I guess, small
The
world of
one
Alaska.
There was literally one moment in the episode where I was like, "Oh, that was kinda slick." Well, it was actually the scene with the kids
The kids, when they
where
buckled up.
yes, when they buckled up and he kinda was speaking code about a friend that they knew that was in a car accident, and I was watching it because I was like, "The inmate is buckled up, so how you gonna do this?" and, like, he steers away into the accident, and as he's doing it, he unbuckles the guy,
God.
and so the inmate is, not buckled in. I was like, "Okay, well, that's kinda slick. That
Well,
was
then
not
he
bad."
gets his ass catapulted out of the car. The kids get out, and then he still stands up, and he's capable of following one of them. I'm like, if
Right,
your ass was just thrown from a vehicle
right.
at 50 miles an hour or whatever it was, you're not getting up and following anybody.
Not only that, but it was just so awkward how it ended too, because it's like the 2 kids had all this time in the world. They decide to split up because the boy insists. He's like, "No, he can't follow both of us if we split up. So you go that way, I'll go this way." Even though they're both, like, able to, like, run and go, he's passed out or what they think is passed out,
Mhm.
and even when he gets up, he could barely move. He's, like, shuffling towards them when they could clearly both run. Like, he's not
Yeah.
gonna get you, and
And they
you've got
grew up
his
in the area and
pistol.
they know the area.
Right.
So
Like
it's unlike that little boy and his father, when we come to find
right.
out they were up there just for like camping for the Northern Lights and all that.
Yeah.
These two live up there. They
Yeah.
know the terrain, they know the roads, they know to get how to get to where they need to go. So yeah, if they just stayed together and took off, dude would have had no chance of catching him.
He just would have been in a much better spot if he had instead of taking that time to say, "Hey, argue with her, you go this way, I'll go this way," and they kiss. You grab the gun like you do anyway, and then you and her just walk off in one direction and, you pointing a gun at him the entire way so he stays there and doesn't, slowly walk towards you or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, you're just I don't know. That whole ending of that scene was, very awkward. Like, it would have been better if he was just if he stayed passed out. I guess it wouldn't have been as awkward, but the fact that he gets up and just, like,
He
I
like
don't
dead
know.
man shuffles.
Right, the dead man shuffled towards him while Luke, was literally running with his pistol into the woods. Because basically what it does, it tells me it's supposed to tell me that, oh, the guy's alive, so he's still a threat. But also, like, how the hell can he be a threat when he would never be able to catch up to the guy? But I'm telling you, when we open up next episode, he's gonna be close to the kid. Like the kid's gonna be hiding in the trees, and that shuffler is gonna be like right
Or he's
behind
gonna
him.
be a cabin he's gonna catch up to, or
Right. Yeah, like
something
something
down those
stupid.
lines. Yeah.
Anyway,
Got anything else?
what else happened? No, I was done taking I was so fed up that I was just like trying to get through it, I
Well, how
guess.
about when Sarah finally got to the cabin and they see the dead chair Marshall?
Mm,
I mean, that's
right,
kind of how it ended, wasn't it? It's like they find them, they're like, "Where is my kid?" They're searching around, and they see the blood, and they see everything, and they find the cop car that's just sitting there,
right.
and then I think also the station wagon that got stuck. So it's like it's a bunch of like,
Yeah, and we do get
and they
confirmation that the guy
and they
died. We
had
didn't
to have
even
driven past them. Think about it. How many roads go into this cabin?
right.
So they're
It's true.
driving in towards the cabin. The kids have to be driving this way. You passed each other.
That's another thing that this show does very poorly is editing, giving you a sense of time and space, right? Because I think it's plausible that maybe they drove up to the car, right? But all the previous scenes that we've had here, it's been told to us, the audience, that these cars are getting stuck a pretty far ways from the cabin, where it's
Mhm.
still quite a walk up to get to the cabin. Yet in this episode, it looks like they drive right up to the cabin and the cars are there and they get freaked out, even though when you're right, it should have been ways back, but we don't get that sense of, distance or time. The same thing with the female inmates. Like, I don't know how many days is this supposed to be within hours? As far as like how they come across the woman, next thing we see them, they're at a diner. Next thing we see him, the girl's by herself in this house and getting arrested. Like it's like these jump cuts
Oh,
where you don't
not to
know.
mention the pilot, they're trying to go ahead and get him to, fly
Yeah,
the plane.
every time we see these 2 inmates, it seems like maybe a day or something has passed, but maybe is it a day? Is it a couple hours? Is it like you know what I mean? Like, I never get in my head, like, when these women's story is, like, taking place in the show so far, because it's, like, been a flashback, I guess, to, like, catch us up to where they're at currently, um,
Oh, I didn't
but I
even
don't
think
know.
of that. Did this happen, like, right as the crash took place, and we're seeing everything leading up to current events?
That's what I was thinking, that's what it felt like, but the it never specifically tells you, like, it's kinda leaves it at the air as far as when we are with these 2 women, 'cause I
Mhm.
if you think they're out walking in the woods and one gets stuck in a bear trap, you would think that's within a few hours of them crashing, right?
Right after the crash, yeah.
And yet we're 4 episodes in and maybe, like, 2, 3, 4 days into the story by now, and it's like, so when do these women and to randomly where it's like, "Oh, we got a tip," and they arrest the blonde woman, and it's this jarring thing where it's like, every scene we've seen them in, they've been together, and now she just happens to be separated, and it's like you have to, like, see something that confuses you and then kind of get an explanation afterwards. The editing and the script writing and the plotting and the screenwriting capabilities, it's just like, I'm constantly having to play catch up, uh, with this show and not in a good way, you know what I mean? Not where
Mhm.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm smart enough to, like, follow along with this complicated story." It's more like you're doing things and telling me a story in a very weird way that I am having trouble as a pretty good viewer, smart guy. You know, there's a language to cinema that this
Yeah,
show is just, like, not
it's not
following.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I I'm out.
And you guys watched our episode 3 of your review even more than the first one. We got more views on that, even only, like, 8 or so.
Oh, but, like, to your point, there's more. Uh, but yeah, I'm just curious what everyone's thoughts are in this show
We haven't
because
had any
I
feedback so far. Nobody's, like,
no feed
commented, like,
there's no feedback on the show. There's no comments on the show. I don't see any other coverage of the show. Uh, it's when it comes out, it's one of the top 3 shows on Apple, so people are watching, maybe. I don't know how many shows are actually, like, currently releasing new episodes. That kinda
yeah.
skews things as well when it comes to their top, top 10 or whatever it is when it's, things being watched. So,
Just a little look and history of our channel. We've covered all kinds of different shows. We've had like some shows where if it's like a Star Wars or Marvel thing, where we cover it and we are super excited about it because we're way into those properties. But then it's so oversaturated on YouTube or whatever that maybe we get like 30 views or something per video
mhm,
and it's just like buried. And then we've also had something where we were kinda on the forefront of, I think, of Ted Lasso. Like, you and I
yeah.
were on Ted Lasso before Ted Lasso was, like, this juggernaut, that it became. And we had, like we were getting, like, thousands of people, like, we got hundreds of people watch us live and thousands of views on the
So many
video, and
comments we couldn't keep up with. It was
yeah, and this one is sitting a weird spot where it's not quite thousands, but it's definitely better than 30 'cause I think that's what it is. That's not getting oversaturated. It's not buried by other content. Like, there is a small group of people, or at least maybe even not that small. I don't know what the ratings look like for this show, but if they go to search YouTube for, Last Frontier Reaction, I don't think too much is coming up,
yeah, we're gonna be one of the one of the few that will pop up on that.
and we're
So,
dumping on it.
yeah, I mean, the last 2 episodes and it's funny, the first 2 episodes,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
high on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was writing, plot lines and everything. I was really enjoying it, and that's usually a good indication if I'm enjoying it or not. And how they
Right.
ended it with the cooler, the igloo cooler and everything, and then from there, it just kind of man, it crashed like that plane in episode 1.
Sure did. It sure as heck did.
So,
Uh,
I think that's a wrap for me. I don't have anything more on this show. What do you
no, you're not gonna hate watch it?
no, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna sit up there and I'm gonna come on here with YouTube Shorts and say, you know what, this show sucks.
Maybe that's why the people are tuning in.
They want to see if everyone else thinks it sucks, so they're
Yeah.
watching to see if they can get their opinions validated.
Yeah. We should offer that as a service.
We validate your suckiness.
Well, here's the thing, like, what else is going on? There's you and I well, you haven't watched it yet, but I did watch Welcome to Derry when it premiered on Sunday night on HBO. That is something, though, that I feel like we could cover, but we would get buried. Like, that's very they have their own podcast, like,
Oh
HBO puts
wow,
out
they
their own
do.
podcast. There's a ton of coverage on it. So we could like Audible, call it Audible and switch to that, but I don't know how many people would follow us over there. So I don't I don't know. I don't know what to do yet. You're saying that you don't even want to continue watching the show. Like it's a bear to do that.
It was hard to watch this last episode. Like literally, it was hard for me not to just shut it off and walk away. Uh, I mean, we're halfway through it in reality.
Yeah.
Well, we four in. No, we're a little short of halfway. I think after the
We've done
second
this
episode,
before. Remember Invasion? Apparently Invasion is still on making new episodes.
Invasion's doing well. It actually is. Believe it or not, Invasion is doing well. Like I
Is it the
tried watch
third season now?
I tried watching season 2 and I was
Yeah.
enjoying what I was watching, but it's one of those shows once I stopped, I didn't go back to.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. I mean, I really don't know what to do with that. So I was like, I never went and finished that. But yeah, Invasion was when we just kind of muscled through and we're like, nah, not feeling it. Yeah, now
Yeah.
it's on season 3. I think we missed the
Can
boat
you
on
imagine if we hate watched that show 3 seasons
for
and
that long. Oh my god. Foundation is what we missed the boat on.
yeah,
But that's another one. I watched season 1 twice
right.
and to try to get into season 2, and I just
Yeah.
never went back to it. Like I was away from
Really?
it for so long that
Yeah.
I had to rewatch it. And then once I got back caught where I was, I just never got back to it.
I'm telling you, man, that's the danger of the streaming shows, man. Like network TV and even cable TV used to be you could set your watch to it. It was clockwork. The new season of a show would premiere in September. You get a break during the holidays, get some reruns, and then they'd start up again in spring, and the finale would be in May. And then summer, you would get reruns while people are out doing summer activities.
Yeah.
And that's the way things used to go. And sometimes you get summer shows, like specifically like Big Brother, reality TV, that kind of thing,
Mhm.
where it was once a year and it was fun.
The Joe Schmo show.
The Joe Schmo show, like
The
all these
original
things,
Joe
like,
Schmo.
and you didn't have to wait sometimes 2, 3, 4 years
Mhm.
between seasons of television. And, I just don't know. I think it's like it's great that we're in a golden age of television where the production value is so high and you get some shows that rival even, like, the
Is
biggest
it
budget.
golden if I lose interest after a few years? Like Peacemaker, for
Well,
instance. I loved season 1 of Peacemaker. Not
that's
watched a
what I'm
single
saying, like,
episode of this one.
I wonder if it's, like, it's the pendulum has swung too far the other way, you know what I mean? Where it feels like they used to Hollywood used to be able to crank out a sequel to a movie the year after the
Yeah.
original movie came out.
We're not
You know what
even
I mean?
getting a TV show a year later.
I mean, we're in Halloween time right now. Like during the 80s, like you would see a Friday the 13th or a new Nightmare on Elm Street literally every single year. They would pump those babies out. By the time the 90s hit, they were already in their 7th, 8th, ninth installment. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like they used to be able to do this. Not, the quality was varying, right? But
Variants being
still,
nice, but okay.
like, it was still like an attention grabber, right? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and I feel like that's why those characters and those movies have endured this long, where people are still nostalgic about movies from the 80s and 90s, is because it wasn't just a flash in the pan that people lost interest. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they were hot. They were hot for a set of years, like a good 5 years or more, where it was like you knew what you were coming back to. It was like a warm blanket or something. You know what I mean? It's like you come back to it, you expect it, and now you watch a show, you enjoy it, and you don't know when you're gonna see it again. And it's
Well,
like that is just not a good
there's even
feeling.
the danger of watching a show and getting invested and it never coming back.
Oh, sure.
You have no idea if this show is coming back or not.
Right.
I mean, Netflix is the model for that. You may get invested in this show that's fantastic, or you think it's fantastic, and then you find out, oh, it's over. It's like, "Pff, well, there goes that. I mean, I'm not going to get that back.
Yeah, and they don't let shows breathe anymore, and that's also because TV seasons used to be 20 plus episodes,
Now they're
when now
10 at
sometimes it's
most.
like between 6, 8, and 10, where it's like you don't know if
Would
audience
you
is really
rather
grabbing onto it.
a lot of TV shows, if they were on syndication, they were hour, they were only about 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Uh, would you rather have shorter episodes with more episodes? or longer episodes, full episodes with 8 to 10 episodes?
You know what? I was about to say, I guess it depends on the style of show, but yeah, you know what? I really would like to go back to that because we've lost because basically TV shows are now
Well
movies.
well, that's a bad okay, I'm gonna stop myself on that by itself. That's a bad question. ER. ER
Right,
was an hour show every Thursday night,
right.
and it was 22 episodes a season at least.
Yeah, but it was like so it was in actuality with commercials, probably like 44
40
minutes,
40 yeah, 44, 45. Yeah.
but even that, I mean, that's still comparable, but you're right, I mean, an hour-long drama, they would kick out, 20, 24 episodes for the year or whatever, um, and I think it's a production thing, right? Like, special effects, it's like it used
Mhm,
to have a show where you would build a set and primarily use that set, and every once in a while, you have to shoot on location or something that's special, but it's like you were able to crank out all that because the production costs were down because everything was built, the crew was in place,
mhm.
and now everything is so massive, where it's just not like that. It's more like filming a movie.
Like House of the
And
Dragon, for instance.
yeah, that's exactly what I keep thinking of as House of the Dragon, where it's tough to
See,
keep looking forward to that.
that gets very little, like, um, leeway for me either, because House of the Dragon is basically a continuation of Game of Thrones,
Right.
and Game of Thrones production level was high, and
Yeah.
they were able to pump out a decent amount of episodes yearly.
I think maybe once or twice they had a 2-year interval, but yeah, like
For the most part, it was pretty continuous. You knew a year later that you were getting the next season was starting. Now,
yeah.
come later, they kind of just obviously the season's shortened, but I mean, for the most part, you knew you were getting a hefty chunk, and once you were done, you only had to wait about a year's time to get the next set.
I don't know, you and we're probably just old men yelling at the clouds right now, but it is different. It's not I think I don't like it anymore because it's just gone too far this way. There was a time during, like, the Breaking Bad era where it's like, "Oh my god, this show is good enough to be in the movie theaters, like, it's so dang good."
Mhm,
And I didn't mind, a truncated season where it was only like 12 episodes or something, but it was still like good. Like I'll take a shorter episode length if it means the quality's better, the production's better,
mhm.
or if there's might be 2 years between seasons as opposed to one. It's like, oh, that sucks, but at least they're taking their time with it. But now it's gone so far where it's like, well, I don't know if there's going to be 3 or 4 years between seasons.
Yeah,
That's like Stranger Things is another one where it's and that's even more detrimental because it's like your cast is they're all adults now.
they're not kids anymore. Yeah, you can't sell me as middle school kids anymore.
Yeah, so it's just like it's gone wild that streaming has changed the landscape this much to where it's like I don't even know what I enjoy on television anymore. I just watch YouTube videos anymore.
Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of television anymore. Yeah, it's a lot of it's
Yeah,
YouTube, a lot of it's just kind of plugging and playing and maybe watch an episode here or an episode there or something to see if I even want to get invested in it and
right.
then just keep moving on.
Uh, I guess I guess we'll discuss. I don't know. I don't want to force you to watch
I've
anything.
I've got some ideas that we may discuss afterwards. But how about this? Halloween's Friday. Any
Yeah.
plans? What are you doing Friday? Are you going out? You trick or treating?
No, we're all going to bed about 7 PM. We're gonna shut all the lights off, shut the porch light off, and, pretend that Halloween doesn't exist because we're very
Sounds about
religious.
right. All you're missing is the cardigan, and I'll buy it.
No, of course, it's Halloween on a Friday night. That's you don't get that too often, the old
No.
Friday night, Saturday night Halloweens, that's
Oh,
fun.
yeah. Yeah,
We'll be
that's
out.
awesome. We're gonna be out there. We have, Zach's got an inflatable dinosaur. He's gonna
Yeah,
walk around the neighborhood in,
that's
which
good.
is which is pretty funny. We put him in it once already to go ahead and, see what it looks like in it, and it's freaking huge. Well, then
Is
again,
it?
he's big, so it's gotta be
Yeah.
big. So he's gonna do that. Skylar's gonna be a witch and go around town.
What are you gonna
Uh,
be?
I'm gonna be a grumpy old man looking at teenagers and saying, "Go away." No, I got a table. I'm gonna be handing out candy, and I'm gonna have my pumpkins out front singing. They're out there now. I got a big speaker on my mouth so louder, so my neighbors hate me. Uh,
We're going to a different end of town. We always go to Christina's aunt's house and trick or treat around there, so I'm always present and out and about, and, My daughter's gonna be Jason Voorhees. She
That's
already
awesome.
she already looks great. She's got all the great things. But we got, basically, we cobbled together an outfit for Christina to look like Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mother. So
Okay.
she I don't know, you're probably not one, but I don't know if you remember, but in the original Friday the 13th, Jason was not the killer. It was Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees, that was the one that was slicing up all these, camp counselors in the original Friday the 13th.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember it honestly.
Well, she was a killer, and she was like had a knife, and she was like crazy, and she got her head chopped off at the end, and anyway, my wife got the old blue sweater and like a wig, and I'm gonna get her like a plastic knife. So we got Jason, and his mother that are gonna be walking around the streets.
Jason's
Uh,
walking around with the ghost of his mother.
yeah,
Oh, she should be able to put her head like in her shirt and hold one and walk
that
around.
would be that would be funny.
That's
I got
great.
I just got a Friday the 13th T-shirt that I'm gonna wear, so I at least kind of fit in with the 3 of them, but or the 2 of them.
You're the poster.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm the poster.
That's great. Yeah, no, it's always fun. The weather looks like it's going to hold up for us. For at one point, it looks like it was going to rain. It looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be nice for us. Again, we don't get many. I think last year it was cold and windy, and we may have had like light rain or something up this way. But
yeah.
so it looks like we're going to escape all that this time around.
Yeah, it's been rainy here all week, and I think it's gonna rain through half of the day Thursday and then clear up, and then Friday's supposed to be nice all day long. No rain, so it'll be good.
There we go. A dry Halloween. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
there's your weather report for the Midwest.
Oh, that's good. Um, I don't know. There's not much else happening. Zach's got a bunch of soccer he's been playing.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, that's just Zach's life, nonstop. I mean, we
It's your
looked
life
at it.
too.
Yeah, well, yeah, it turns into my life. It's like I think we added up like 32, either 32 or 34 games he's played in like 3 months.
Yeah,
So it's like he's go, 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 go. And he's talking about needing trading in the winter because other teams and other coaches within our actual area are looking at him for possible, bumping him up to a higher level team.
yeah,
So, but I mean, we don't know that until things can actually shake out. But
right.
it's he's he showed me his leg after Sunday's game because he played 2 games, one game Saturday, one game this past Sunday.
Yeah,
They won both of them. They won them because of him. They started
yeah,
so they could have been down 4-0 real quick.
yeah.
They took a bath, came out and showed me his leg. He had 10 bruises
Ooh,
on his legs with shin guards on, mind you. He had
right.
10 bruises. Like, dude, you took a whooping. But it's like he just he's goalies are a special breed. He's a little
You were a goalie at his age just for a
I,
different
I'm
sport.
I'm still a little
Except you had, what, the hot street hockey ball flinging at you.
Oh, dude. So you say that, and I always talk about. I never name them, but I always say I had a friend when I was playing hockey that before I started wearing, a cup, he had fun just knocking me in the nuts all the time, and it was Joey. Joey had a fun time just shooting and drilling me over and over. I think he stopped trying to score, and his pleasure was making me on the ground squirming.
Yeah.
So, so I had this
It's probably like, "You
conversation.
boys need to quit staring at my sister." Boink, boink.
Kelly, where? uh,
Our apologies. We were like 13.
oh
Alright.
boy. But so I had the weird conversation with him. I was like, dude, do you want to wear a cup? You want a jock strap? Do you want Janessa was like, I'm not having that conversation with him. That's a you conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I asked him something. He was like, no. So fast forward to Saturday, and he took a point blank shot off the inner thigh, and he said off one of his giblets. And I heard the thump off the kid's foot. I heard him swallow this ball because he gave up no rebound, and he was just like, oh, and he laid there for a second, and it took him a minute to get up, kind of walking off. And I was like, he's like, I never want another shot off the giblets.
Oh my gosh, man.
But he's not gonna do anything to protect himself. He's not gonna wear anything.
Why
But
not?
it's he thinks it's gonna be uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, you know what is uncomfortable?
Getting drilled in the giblets.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was he's uh he's a trip, but like I said, he's a little
Well, that's it. It's Halloween time. We both wanted to jump on here and give you all an update on the new episode of The Last Frontier. A little family update on the Halloween time. We're gonna be ramping up into the holidays here before you know it. Like,
Oh, it's already started. When we were in Disney, Christmas stuff
yeah,
was already out,
yeah.
and we're already seeing Christmas commercials. It's like Halloween happens. We don't know what Thanksgiving is.
Did you see that Spirit Halloween stores? Some of them are transforming into
The
Spirit Christmas
Spirit
stores.
Christmases. That's
Yeah,
genius.
it is.
Honestly,
I
that's
mean,
really genius.
they should have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, they're a little behind the curve. A lot of us,
Yeah.
seen that a while back, but
I haven't been in one yet, but hopefully there'll be some around here.
oh yeah, they're gonna have jump scares with Santa's elves going at you with knives.
Yeah, Krampus and yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, guys, I think that's about all we got this week. Again, we're Dadnarok. We're doing this thing right now. It's the last frontier. I say with asterisks. Uh,
The last of the last frontier, possibly the
uh,
last frontier.
we used to do a lot of movie reviews and things like that. Maybe we'll catch up again. Just check out the channel. We've got a lot there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to join us. Typically Mondays. This Monday didn't work for us, but just be flexible with us. I guess until we see you next time.
Peace out.
Don't crash a plane.
See ya.